Hello, and welcome to another video. Oh, good morning, sunshine. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Girl, I just dropped off the kids, the children, and I have quite a bit to do today. All before, girl, I don't have on no watch. What am I looking at? All before, it's 6:59 right now. All before 11 o'clock. I think I need to head in the other direction, starting at 11 o'clock. Because I don't know where I'm going once I get there. So I need to take my walk and everything today. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain, so I want all my walk. So let me go upstairs, do a little tidying up so that when I get back, I don't have to tidy up, because that's gonna ruin my walk. So let's go. All right, so I'm in the house. Remember the books that I got yesterday? So two of them, and I know I didn't tell you the books that I got. Two of them, I'll tell you that this one, Forgiving My Father, Forgiving Myself, is a very good book if you're having a hard time with forgiveness. The Lord has dealt extensively with me on forgiveness, so I don't feel the need to read, do kind of information overload. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like doing that. This book was called End Time Delusions, and when I read it, I realized that I'm not delusional about the end time. So maybe if you're delusional about the end times and you're one of those people who like to argue scripture, or you don't understand scripture, or you need to know things down to the letter, and you think that one person can do that for you, and you don't want to seek deeper understanding, or maybe it's not like in your wheelhouse to do, maybe this will be a good book. It's very biblically sound, but I don't like when people try to explain stuff too much, okay? Because some of the things of God they're things of God because they're beyond our comprehension. So you can't explain everything. So I read through a few pieces of that and I put it back, and then my girl read one of her books. So now I technically only have one book from the library to read for myself, from that author that I told you about. And then while I put that stuff away, I actually got this from my trunk because I'm going to pack my bag. I need to bring a lock for my locker. So that's in here. I'm not using my big green bag. I'm going to use this one. There's a lock. Girl, it's the lock. I haven't messed with this lock since basic training. Here's the lock. I got my massage belt in here, my lotion, oil, girl, some deodorant, just in case you need to freshen up just a little bit. I got my cups that I like to use. I don't have to bring my table. I bought this little thing. I know it might be TMI, but you're watching this, right? Because I don't know why you'd be watching this if you're not a lady. But if you are not a lady and you're watching this, hello. I mean, maybe you're a wife or something. I got this from Shein. I know you could probably get it from Amazon, but it's literally for this. It's like a little pad holder, and you have all the stuff on one side, and then yeah, it's like really big. I don't know if you can see my hand and see how big it is. Not that my hand is really big, but it's big enough it's big. Here it is. So I'm gonna throw this in my bag as well. I like to be ready. Put some of this. These are like flushable wipes. Like I said, things get sweaty, especially if you have lots of massage to do back to back. And then here, I bought my own little first aid kit. Oops. That was all in my trunk. I'm just gonna put it in this bag. I think that's everything. I don't want to be late or rushing, so I'm trying to put everything here. And then my purse, I'm gonna also put this inside of that bag. So let me go make up my bed, open up the windows in here, and then I'm gonna take my walk. Now, I said this a few times, but I like to unload the dishwasher first thing in the morning. That way, when the dishes are dirty, I load them straight in the dishwasher and dishes do not pile up in the sink. I won't be doing the PM duties today, so I want to leave a clean slate for my husband as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and unload this dishwasher. I hope the music's not too loud in there. I have this for you. This is not sponsored. You know I don't have no sponsorships. Girl, nobody won't sponsor me, okay? Because I don't want no sponsorships from just anybody having me lying to people. Okay, but I do want to share something with you. Hold on. Let's put this so I can hold it up. Hold up. Yes. Okay, so here, let me put it down. Here it is. I was thinking about this last night, actually. This pillow. Now, I wasn't gonna say nothing about this pillow. I was a little conflicted. I didn't know if I liked the pillow myself. So I actually let my husband use the pillow the other night, and I had to go back to using like my regular pillow. I didn't think the pillow actually worked until I had to switch back to a regular pillow. This pillow took me about 2 months to get used to sleeping on it. Now, if you're a side sleeper and you be having neck and back problems, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I had a neck ache so bad that I literally was like, Lord, when I get better, I promise I'm not gonna sleep on that other pillow no more. So I bought this pillow, and this pillow literally has corrected, I'm gonna say, my sleeping posture. And I'm gonna put for you on the screen if I can find a picture of what I mean by sleeping posture. If you're a person who sleeps on your side and sleeps on your neck, it's really not the best sleeping position. And I'm only saying that because I know how painful it can be. I've seen the amount of neck and shoulder and back problems that people be having. I'm not saying that this pillow will fix all your problems. That's not what I'm saying. But it does give a more comfortable sleep. And I realized that last night when I tried to switch back to my other pillow, because the previous night I let my husband borrow my pillow. And I said, baby, now this pillow, it was worth the money. Okay, so here it is. I know it looks a little weird. And I had to learn how to sleep against it. But you basically, let's see if I can show you a little demo here. It basically sits, you see how the back of my neck, it kind of aligns the back of my neck like this, and then your head just fits right in this little hole, and it lays you flat like that. Okay, you can roll your head to the side like this, and it still keeps, your neck up, as opposed to, like I said, I'll put the picture so you can get a better explanation, as opposed to sleeping like on your neck. It's not good for your neck and your back, because honestly, your neck is not meant to, your head is only meant to be supportive of your neck, right? It's not meant to support all your body weight. I hope I'm making sense here. But yes, this pillow, no, you can't lay on it like this. You gotta lay on it flat like this. And girl, it's so comfortable, okay? Now, while I'm talking about comfort and bed stuff, a weighted blanket. Have you ever slept with a weighted blanket before? I have this weighted blanket here. I've had this weighted blanket, I don't know, I feel like maybe for like a year or so. Now, I used to use the weighted blanket with my clients, but I never thought to sleep with a weighted blanket myself. Baby, if you have never got weighted blanket sleep, you're missing out. I don't know how heavy this one is, but there's smaller ones too. I bought a lap one for my clients, which I guess will work really well too, but I really like this big one here. And then I'll put on a sleeping mask as well. And I'm telling you, the kind of sleep you get, if it's a rest day, go ahead and get yourself a weighted blanket and a sleeping mask. You'll be sleeping like a baby, okay? Like I said, this is not sponsored. I'm just letting you in. I wanted to tell y'all about that pillow last night, but while we talking about pillows, I wanted to show y'all some other, I don't want to call them sleeping secrets, because like I said, I'm not trying to act like it's gonna solve all your problems, but getting better sleep. Oh, and then I didn't mention the heating pad. The heating, girl, put all of them on, and where are you sleeping? It's hotel quality sleep at this point, and I mean a good hotel. So let me go take my walk, because it's only 7:25. I cleaned up everything, and everybody go take my walk. I better get that skunk smell out of here, unless it got stuck in the vents. That was 4.06 miles. Girl, I made up my miles, and a bird pooped in my car. Hold on, let me turn on the car, because baby, it's moist in here, okay? Probably think I'm crazy. I'm gonna use all the fluid. It's clean, kinda. It's a little piece on there. Maybe it'll come off when I start rolling. Oh, Lord Jesus. So that was a nice long walk today. My plan was to do at least 3, but 3 turned into 4. So praise God for that. It's 9:04 right now. So I need to stop by the gas station, head home, get cleaned up, and get ready to go. Let me know, are you one of those people who ride the gas all out of your car? Or are you one of those who ride until it gets to like halfway and then you fill it up? I usually just ride it all out, but since I'm going to the other side of the town, I also am not a foreign gas station user unless I'm on a road trip, and I'm not on a road trip, okay? So I almost forgot I needed to take off this nail polish. Now, I would have left it on if it wasn't like chipped and old. I am going to like more of a high-end situation, so I'm not trying to say assimilate or anything like that, but you know, there's a dress code and there's just a certain way you do things. At first, I was just going to take off the little polish that I had because I had like an old gel set on that I was covering up with some polish, but I was able to file it off and then I just buffed it down. But then I realized, you know what, I can just put a little something on it. So I chose to go with just some clear glitter. If I had more time to let my nails dry, I probably would have done my normal, like, you know, red or orange kind of coat on the nails. All right, so I'm just about ready to go, but there's a few finishing touches that I need to do. And I did a little relaxing, just a little of my little personal care things, because one of the things that I found is it's hard to take care of someone else when you got something on you hurting or something ain't right, okay? So I put on these shoes, which these are the shoes that I'm going to wear. Can you see them? These are the shoes I'm going to wear, but these socks are very slippery and they kind of like slide around in the shoe. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these socks off and put on socks that are more like, you know, they grip the shoe, because I have to go to the parking garage. Girl, I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know how much walking I have to do to get there. So you know how downtown is. So we're just gonna put on something that doesn't leave me, you know, with a wardrobe malfunction. I put on this cardigan. I don't know if you can see it. I put on this cardigan. I got on all black scrubs. Let me show you the top. Right there I am. I have on all black scrubs. Have on this cardigan. I got them tucked in. Look real nice and neat. And then I have this as my head covering for today. I don't know if you can see. It just kind of ties in the back. It looks nice and professional. Not too crazy, right? Not too crazy. And then I'm going to show you. So I'm going to bring this bottle of water. I don't want to bring my purple bottle because if I forget it, I don't want to lose my water bottle. So I'm going to bring this. I am not eating right now, but just in case, like I said, I am very busy or I just know I need something else because I can feel that I need something else. I'm bringing this Go Squeeze Active, which just has electrolytes in it. And then this is also, it's called Drip Drop. It's an electrolyte drink I showed you guys the other day. I had a very light breakfast. I had the same breakfast I had yesterday. So egg bites and a muffin and a little like we call it the V8 tea energy drink. So very light, and we took a long walk, so I might need to eat this on the way. Okay, let's go. I just passed like a proper skate park, you know, like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, like skateboarding park. I just passed a skateboarding park and I never knew that was there. I might have to go bust my butt over there a few days. Like, you know, no dogs while you're trying to skate, no cars, just the actual pavement that you're supposed to skate on. I think that would be nice. I'm still headed. I am, looks like 37 minutes away, so I got a bit to drive. All right, we're still not there. We are 13 minutes away. Girl, I don't like no mess like this. This GPS has taken me through the gentrified back streets of Houston. Okay, and when I say gentrified, they know they're wrong for what they've done. They're so wrong for what they've done. I saw like, you can $1 million homes, and right in between 3 of these $1 million homes, somebody had their trailer right there. I'm not being like shady or anything, but basically what they were saying was, I don't care how many of these high rises, how many of these mansions you build around me, this here land belongs to me. Okay,
in 1,000 feet, stay to the right 2 Student Street. Right.
Girl, but yeah, I'm in a gentrified back roads. I just saw, it looked like a church, an old church was converted into an inn. The Lord is not pleased. The Lord is not convert the church into an inn. Like an inn. Girl, wait, hold on. A hotel, a motel.
Right Street.
An inn. When you go in, okay? And out. Oh, girl, where am I going? Is this the right? I love coming down here. I love coming down here, but you know what? It's gonna be worth it. The Lord's gonna bless me today, and I'm not talking about monetary blessing me. Just bless me with, you know, an experience. But I do not like coming down here at all. I don't know why it didn't keep me on the freeway, but hopefully the time that I travel back to my side. It's not like traffic time. I don't think it's right in the middle of traffic time. I think it's like on the way to traffic time. If it was Friday, it would definitely be traffic. Girl, it smells like skunk. It smells like skunk from this morning. Is there a skunk in my vent? I don't like that smell. It smells too close to weed. I smell good though. Okay, let me get there. All right, so it looks like I've made it here. I see totally enforced, baby. It says into the surface lot, but how do you even enter the lot? Oh wait, I think this is the lot. I hate poor instructions, okay? And it looks like you park in here. Oh, you park in here and then somebody has to come and get you. This looks like a badge in type of situation. Let's see. Oh, but the thing say you don't need a badge. So when you don't need a badge, you better hurry up for it. It come down on your car and then nobody want to pay for it. But it come right down on your car and then nobody want to pay for it. Nobody know how it happened. So I guess we come in here and then I call it the shuttle. Because this golf cart, I don't think that this golf cart is the shuttle. Let me call it the shuttle. Let me park. I gotta use the bathroom so bad. I think it's really just because I'm nervous because I don't like being late or lost. Lost and late. Worst combination. The good thing is I'm not late. I got here actually 20 minutes earlier, praise God, than I wanted to be. And even then, I'm still an hour early. So let me call the shuttle. I'm a little agitated. Don't get me agitated already, girl. Why do people not answer the phone? Why is the shuttle service not answering the phone? I'm about to call. Hold on. I'm not gonna get annoyed, okay? But I called the hotel and they transferred me to the spa. And the spa is who I'm obviously supposed to be doing this appointments with, but they didn't answer the phone. So, you know, I'm not upset. Don't worry, I'm not upset. I'm bringing you guys along with me because this is, and I'm not gonna get upset. I'm not gonna get upset because it's really not that big of a deal, honestly. But I had an opportunity the other day to take a longer block of time with this particular place, and I didn't take it because I had never been out here. So I want to see how things are ran, and I'm seeing, because there's one thing about me. When it comes down to professionalism and things like that, and me offering services, either we're gonna do it up here or we're not gonna do it. If you're gonna have me up here, if you're gonna have me here, we're gonna be doing it up here, because you're not gonna be rushing me to do much of anything. Okay, not much of anything. You won't be rushing me to do much of anything. And yeah, I got here on time. I expect, you expect on time out of people, but girl, apparently that's too much. I'm just taking a little hair out the front like this so that it looks, I don't know, just, yeah, that really aggravated me. So I have my do not disturb off on my phone, which is never off, so that I can get a call, because here we are, the time's dwindling on down. And you think, I'm just ranting. I'm not upset. I'm really not upset. You would think that you're expecting people to come in, maybe people that you've never seen on your books. You have guests. If you've ever wondered if you're not a massage therapist, which the title of this video doesn't lend itself to people who being massage therapists come in. So I'm literally just sharing a part of life with you that you might not have ever, you might have wondered about, but you don't know. If you've ever wondered why it's so hard for people to get massage therapists who are independent, like working for them, with particular places. I'm not going to say for them because we're independent. If you've ever wondered why it's hard to get someone like doing an event for someone else, even though they're independent, this is why. Because time is money, right? And there's another appointment that came through on the books that I could have took if I wasn't waiting around for you. Okay, so the lady just called and gave me the shuttle number, but the shuttle number is the exact same number that I was calling, who wasn't answering. So I'm gonna wait a little while, I ain't go. Usually, let me tell you something. If this was around the corner, if somebody pulled this kind of trick right here, I give you about 5 minutes to work it out. About 5 minutes, and I'm out of there. But since I had to drive over here, it don't make no sense for me to just skirt off, okay? So we're gonna see how this goes. I've already called them, let them know that I, in fact, was here on time. But I was, in fact, here on time, but it doesn't look like timeliness is something. This is so annoying to me. I like to be on time, and I like to know, like, girl, you know, where are the towels? Where's the towels? Where's the lotion? Where's the things? I can't do all that if, you know, oh, there's a little, no, that's the metro shuttle. I think it's like an airport shuttle kind of thing, right? I don't see the shuttle. No shuttle. Okay, I'm back. So I'm not complaining, but I just escalated it because I called the spa lady back and then she didn't answer, and I called the shuttle back and then they still didn't answer. I called these people like 10 times. Okay, now it's 11:53 and I've been here since 30 minutes after. So I did let her know, because this is how you cover all of the tracks. I let her know that they haven't answered. So she said she was gonna call them directly, and then she was gonna call valet. So if anything, it sounds like I could probably park there and just have my car valet, which that's fine too. Girl, let me clean up a little bit. Please hold. So she just called me back and told me to wait at the bus stop. The bus stop? Baby, I'm downtown. So I'm gonna wait at the bus stop. So I'm not pleased. No, let me get where's my headphones? At the bus stop. Girl, not me in my good uniform. I'm talking about waiting out here at the bus stop. I don't know what a bus stop is. This is the kind of stuff I don't do. Where is the bus stop? To be dropped off at the loading dock blew my mind. I almost got myself right back on that shuttle. I am not lying. To be dropped off at the loading dock, to go through the trash, to go through the dirt, I almost turned right around. The spa was breathtaking. It was a breathtaking scenery. The spa itself, the amenities were breathtaking, but the experience was less than breathtaking. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of my stuff out of this locker. I'll tell you about those papers a little later on in this video, but those papers were basically the papers that I had to learn what the heck was going on. And yeah, we didn't get any cash tips, and no one said anything about tips that were left or anything like that. It was kind of like a hurry up and leave type of situation, which I did not care for that either, because it's the perfect way for basically the front desk to be stealing your money, and they absolutely do steal your money. There was also no instructions given, not only when I came in, but when I left out, what to do, where to go, where to wait, how long, and I had to travel back the same route that I came, which, as you can see, is basically through the trash, through the loading dock. Hello. It is Where do I begin? I begin to thank you, Lord, for this opportunity. Thank you, Lord, for the coins that were made. Thank you for the experience. Thank you for the open door. Thank you for favor, Lord. That's where I begin. I'm very grateful for the experience. I'm grateful to be able to, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be able to have the activity, the movement in my body to be able to perform the massages. I am grateful. But let's talk about the experience today. It was a spa that I went to. Very beautiful spa, as you can see at this point. I mean, very beautiful. But there are some things that I don't necessarily like. I did not get paid for having to clean and things like that. And it was set up very much to, like, I don't know if you've ever, I don't know how we're going to title this video, so I don't know who I'm talking to here, but just listen, okay? If you never worked for an establishment before, when you work for an establishment, you got to do all those cleaning checklists, and it just feels like you're working for someone. Even if you are independent, it feels like you work for someone. Like, they sat there and counted the sheets and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, girl, I'm supposed to be out here. My schedule said 1 to 4. Why am I leaving out of here at 5 o'clock? That's very aggravating to me. I don't want to leave out here this late. I got places to go. So we didn't get paid for the extra time in between, and I don't necessarily like that. The massage, I love the massage. They had a lot of oils. I did not get to show you the back room with all those oils in it. That was absolutely beautiful. I'm a scent girl. I like the way, I don't say I'm a scent girl. I'm sorry. Scratch that. I like stuff that smells good. And I like perfume. Like, I like natural smelling good stuff. So that room with all those scents, all those oils and stuff that they had, I absolutely loved that. One thing that I did not like is I basically had to learn all of the services right there before my first massage. So whatever was on the books, on my schedule, I had to learn it right then and there. And I was also subject to being taught by the other therapists that had been there before. And everybody does things different. I'm a very on-time person. I like to know my stuff. And I like to do things, I just like to do things a certain way. People are paying, people paying $300, $400 for these services because we did couple service. $400 for these services. It better be the absolute best you can give. So things like talking and just all that stuff. Some stuff I just simply don't do. And yeah, so it was an experience. It was an experience. But I'm always looking for, I guess you call it a silver lining. And that is, I'm grateful for the experience. And then it helps you to realize your worth. Because if you're going to sit here and pay $400 for a massage that I'm providing, that means when I get ready to charge what I charge, you're going to be okay with that too. You're going to be okay with that too, okay? So there was that. Very beautiful spa. Very beautiful spa. But I could have definitely taken another appointment, another kind of appointment, and been back at home. So there's that. I don't know if I'm going to take the day off tomorrow or what. But that was today. I am incredibly hungry. I haven't eaten anything since those egg bites. Did you see those egg bites this morning? Them egg bites and that muffin and that juice, baby. That's the only thing I've eaten today. But the Lord is faithful. I like to go in situations like this with a clear mind. So that was the day today. I did have to call the shuttle to come and pick me up. Okay? Because like I said, it's getting dark. And do you know what downtown looks like at nighttime? So there's that. There's that. I told my husband how much I made. He was like, oh no.
6 a.m. to 11 p.m. 57 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies. Today, you can look for lots of sun, with a high of 70 degrees and a low of 43 degrees.
Girl, it's cold outside. Hello, good morning. Welcome to, girl, the same video. Why am I introducing you like that? It's 56 degrees outside this morning and it's windy, so it feels more like, honestly, like 46. I'm headed to the grocery store. I'm actually going to make like a Thanksgiving food spread. I don't do like traditional Thanksgiving food, but I'm gonna do like a Thanksgiving spread. Kind of like I did last year. I just made like some food around the holiday time. The kids are out of school, you know. I want everybody to share a meal together, and this is the perfect time to do it. I just got back in the car, girl. Now I'm not gonna show you the thing because it has the name of the place on it. You see all these papers? You see all these papers? This was the protocol that I had to read last night. So imagine a service is on your schedule and you have to find the service and then learn the service right here. So this was the papers. Girl, is that a paper cut? Very interesting, that's what I'll say. I'm just gonna put this in my, you know what? I'm just gonna actually throw it in trash. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna throw it in the trash. Clean up 15 minutes. Because as you can see, I did not get home till, it was almost 8 o'clock last night. The traffic was so heavy coming from downtown, which I knew that it would be around that time, but I expected to leave really like an hour, 30 minutes earlier than I actually ended up leaving. So I don't know if I'm going to have any appointments today, but my goal today is to cook the food. Like I said, if I have some appointments, maybe later on in the day, and definitely I'll schedule things for tomorrow. But today is going to be kind of a house day. Even my workout, I think I'm going to do it at home. Now I always say that and then I always change my mind, so don't pay me any mind, okay? I'm not going to bring you with me into the grocery store. I don't know. Just sit tight. We're going to finish up this video. Remember I told you I've been having a muffin and egg bites for breakfast. These are the brand that I like. I've never tried the bread, but I did buy some, but these are the little like already made muffins. I'm headed out. I just left there. I was gonna drop all this stuff off at home and then head over here to, I wanted to find some ribs. Now, they have pork ribs in there, but I wanted to find beef ribs. So I'm gonna look for beef ribs, and then I also want them to be smaller. I don't know if I'm asking for too much. I kind of want I don't like that fatty, you know. I want to make like sticky ribs, but I want to make them beef ribs. So hopefully I can find them here or something. Oops. Girl, I hope they're with my eggs. Or like some short rib kind of situation. I don't know. But that's what I want to make, some sticky ribs. So I need to go get that meat. That's the only other thing, that and like kid soap is the only thing I'm going to get from this other store, baby, because the price is the pricing. That's all I have to say. I'm not even gonna, I was gonna sit here and tell you how much, but I'm actually not gonna do that because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to press nobody at this point. But we'll say that the Lord is faithful. In and out of season, the Lord is faithful. That's what I told the cashier when she mentioned like the price. The Lord's faithful. That's the only thing that we have to say. There's no need to get depressed. There's no need to be worried. There's no need to be weary. The Lord is faithful. Okay? All right, I'm back at home. I know I'm looking like smooth criminal with these glasses tinted because I was carrying the groceries in. Like I said, worst part of grocery day. And honestly, it's one of the reasons why my husband doesn't necessarily like me to go grocery shopping by myself, because there's no hope taking everything up. Let me get the microphone right quick to do the cooking. This video might be pretty long, but I actually want to share a story with you. It just kind of came to my heart to share. And some of you guys might not know about it. So I'm going to put away things and I'm going to share a story at the same time. So I was really just thinking about the faithfulness of God, because it's such a blessing to be at home. And I know I say that and it might not register that much to some people, but it truly is such a blessing to be at home. I went to the military, some of you guys know, and I was just, you know, the Lord reminded me the other day via a dream that he had given me of how the lady there tried to humiliate me. And like I said, if you didn't come to this channel because you were joining the military or anything like that, this story might not be something that you have watched before. But I had a very hard time in basic training, and I didn't have a hard time in basic training because you know what, let me sit down. I did not have a hard time in basic training because I lack physical fitness or anything like that, because that wasn't the reason. And you can tell that from the workouts that I do. Like, I still work out. There's nothing for me to train for, yet I work out and eat like I'm training. So that wasn't necessarily it. It was more of a refusal to comply. And I'm going to share this with you. Help me, Holy Spirit. I'm going to share this with you because this is something that I have thought about for a long time. Remember, you have to take a bunch of vaccinations once you go actually on the post. And I remember getting a vaccination in my arm and crying. And one of the girls kind of turned around and was like, "Are you okay?" And I didn't even say anything. I was so deep in the realization of what this truly was. It was nothing like I thought it was going to be. And I knew that from very, very early on. And there's nothing that you can do to change it. And I remember everybody just kind of complying. It was like full compliance. Yet I could not, unwrap my mind around some of the things that the Lord had revealed to me, and then what I was seeing with my eyes. And I will tell you that a lot of the videos that you see on this channel now, that a lot of that revelation and a lot of that understanding, there were things that he had shown to me, way earlier, but they all kind of came into kind of full focus once I went through that. Thank you, Holy Spirit. They kind of came into full focus once I went through that. And I'm like, Lord, Lord, help me. Cover me in the blood. The Lord knows that I didn't want to take that vaccination, but I did want to obey him. And he told me to go off to the army. And obviously I see all the benefits, all of the, I see all of the good things that happen as a result of that. But like I said, some of you guys don't know that I was like extremely mistreated there. One of the drill sergeants, she was a black lady. I thought that I would find, you have to go and find that other video. I'll try to link it. I thought that, since there was another black lady here in the midst amongst all of these, really Caucasian people, that's primarily what it is, that, I would have a black drill sergeant and somebody who would treat me fairly and just understand what it's like being a woman and then a black woman in this environment. And it was totally the opposite. And it's very funny that I'm sitting here talking to you about this right now, because this morning, I remember as I was preparing to leave, the Lord brought up to me, she didn't treat any of the other girls, the Caucasian women, badly, but she didn't treat them badly because she knew that she couldn't. Even though she was higher up in the ranks, she still understood that because I'm black, I still am under them. And she was higher than some of the people who treated her badly in the ranks. Think about this kind of system. And I made for you guys a video about, how the world is going to be like being in a beast system that the Lord showed me based off of this. So I'll link that video as well. But she never treated them. She didn't treat them badly because she couldn't. So she chose to pick on people who were already ostracized, if you know what I mean. And then more specifically, she chose to pick on me. And I say more specifically, everybody knew it. All of the girls in the Bay knew it. You can just think of all the battalions. Everybody knew that my drill sergeant couldn't stand me, and Pass couldn't stand me, that she actually made a target point out of me. And I did absolutely nothing. And if I told you the kind of things that she would do, if I told you the kind of things that the Lord would even, reveal to me that her intention was, you probably wouldn't believe it, because you're like, Tanzania, how you gonna sit here with a smile on your face? How you gonna sit here and talk to us about forgiveness? How you gonna sit here and talk to us about kindness? Well, that's really a part of it. That's why I can sit here and talk to you about it, because I've been through it. And I don't know if you've ever, maybe you will never in your life know what it feels like to be away from your home. To be away from your home, to be a slave, essentially, to not be able to go home, even though you have a home to go to not be able to go home, to give your life away and then be abused. And you cannot leave. You can't even call anybody. Yes, I have a husband, but there's nothing that your husband can do. Yes, you might have a mom or a dad, but there's nothing that they can do for you. You belong to the United States. I don't think some of you may not ever know what that feels like. So when you see me doing things like going grocery shopping or cleaning up my home, know that I realize that the Lord is faithful, that he's faithful. And I remember when I chaptered out, when I left, thinking like, Lord, I'll do anything to be able to be at home at night. I'll do anything to be. And when I say anything, when I say I'll do anything, I was telling the Lord, I'll do any job. If I had to take a job as a janitor, I'll take a job as a janitor just to be able to see my children at night. I'll take a job as a janitor. I'll take a job, cleaning windows. I'll do anything. That's what I mean by anything. I'll do any job just to be able at the end of the day to go home and see my family and be with my family and be able to cook meals for them. And I kid you not, when I came back home, my entire life changed. I was never the same. When I saw how the Lord moved on my behalf, despite very strong tactics from the enemy. When I saw how the Lord moved on my behalf and the way he began to reveal things to me and just be so kind to me. So I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you today. I wanted to let you know that if you ever find yourself in the situation doing something that you would not necessarily have wanted to do, that the blood of Jesus covers it all. The blood of Jesus covers it all. And that is good news. That's the good news. So let me finish putting away this stuff. I found these Slim Jims on the discount aisle for $9, and it said they were normally $13, almost $14. So I went ahead and picked those up. You're about to see a lot of snacks, but let me let you in on a little something. Not that I have to, but just to ease your little troubled mind, okay? The kids have a snack drawer that I divvy out the snacks. And when you see me divvying out myself and my husband's snacks, usually we eat these foods for like breakfast. So if you see like a little muffin, a Nutri-Grain bar, I would literally have that as a breakfast and pair it with, I don't know, a juice or maybe one of those VA drinks. And that's what I'll have for the rest of the day. So our snacks, so I don't know what you call them, just prepackaged foods, they usually last a month, if not more. Because sometimes I'll buy something like those go-go squeezes and then I will lose the taste for them and I won't eat them anymore. My sister gave me these Bobos, and it reminded me how good they were. So I went to pick up some of those. It was very small though. If you see those Quest little peanut things in my husband's basket, which they're supposed to be like a healthier version of M&Ms. We definitely have different tastes when it comes to snacks. That's why we have 2 separate snacks. And then I go ahead and refill the drinks. The drinks is the same thing. Sometimes I will have this one drink like for the day. My husband likes the sparkling waters, things like that. I just replenish them. Some of them have been in there for a little while because, like I said, I want to drink something and then I don't want to drink something. But this helps with me with my grocery bill. If I don't just go to the store, let everything deplete all down to nothing, I find this way helps me to spend less money. There's some drinks in here for my son as well for like a morning snack instead of stopping by the gas station or the grocery store and things like that, which my husband tends to like to do. But girl, not me. Okay, not me. I'll pick it up and it'll just be in here and then we'll have it in the car. Okay, because if it's not in this car in the morning, it's not going to be in this car. As much as I love the smell of the little, what you call it, laundry boosters, I'm finding it hard to justify spending this amount of money. The purple one that you see, I think it was almost $17. And the other one came from Ross. I told you it was like $7.99 or $8.99. I think it's going to be the last time I buy those because it smells good, but it doesn't smell that good for the money. I really do like the Gain washing powder. I love the powder version. There's another powder which I'm thinking, I thought about it today, but I just went ahead and got the normal setup. I thought about pouring some in here and then buying like one of the cheaper ones and then mixing it all together, because as you can see, even though I got the largest powder Gain, there's still some room in here for a little more. All right, so I'm just about done, but there's a few things that I did pick up that I wanted to share with you. So remember it hasn't been that long. I've used it once. I really like the way it felt on my hair, that Mael Rosemary shampoo, but a lot of people have been saying it's making the hair fall out. My sister recommended this, so I went ahead and bought some of this. We have very similar hair type, and I heard that honey was good for low porosity hair, so I got this. It looks like honey based conditioner, and I know my hair and skin loves honey, so I want to try this. Oh, it actually has the steps on it. It says step 1. They weren't giving this stuff away at Walmart, but they're not giving away here at Walmart either, so we're just gonna leave the other one alone. I'm actually gonna go ahead, I might try to return it, and if I don't feel like going through all the hassle, because I know I don't have the receipt and I can't think if they like look stuff up or not. This one looks like a serum, a healing hair oil blend. I like I told you earlier, I like stuff that has like, it smells like nothing. I like stuff that has like a very, natural tea tree oil kind of smell. I like the natural oil smells. But here's this. I've been using oils in my hair lately and it's been working. And then I just bought a shampoo. They didn't have any Camille Rose shampoo, so I just bought this Shea Moisture shampoo. I think, yeah, I've used Shea Moisture in the past. I've used it on my kids' hair. My kids use it. My husband used it. It has Manuka honey in it. That's what it says. I know the products tend to be okay. And for shampoo, I just really need, sort of it smells very much like honey. I just need something to be moisturizing because I have a really good clarifying shampoo. Remember I told you that Carol's daughter, still my favorite girl. So this is gonna be like the one for my second wash. And then I bought a few things for just to put in my massage backpack. I bought a little hand sanitizer, one that doesn't smell so alcohol-y. I bought this one for various reasons. I don't know if you guys remember the story time about the Goodwill situation, all that kind of stuff, but maybe we'll talk about it later. I bought this one, and it's the spray kind. Well, it's not really spray, but it has that little nozzle on it like this, which I don't know how we'll go about refilling this. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there, because I already have a lot of things that I can use to refill this, but I'm gonna put this inside of like my massage belt. Sometimes, you want to do people's face and then there's not always a sink there, and some people are funky about that. I also bought this to spray on the pillows, like a pillow mist kind of thing. This smells very good. I used to use this in the past. I love those. I love the lavendery scent of it. So I'm gonna put those two in my stuff. I also got this and these. So I like to break these up amidst all of the older people in the house, like my son, myself, and my husband. I'll buy usually gum, but the price of gum, I feel like it's like $4, and they go through it. My son especially goes through it really quickly. So I'm just gonna try these mints because it's just to freshen your breath. This, I am gonna put one inside of my massage belt as well, because let me tell you something. I always say this as a joke, but somebody's paying all this money for massage, don't ruin it with bad breath, okay? And if you got a coworker or something like that, if you got coworkers, just go ahead and do yourself a favor and put one of these in your purse, okay? So I'm gonna put one of these in my belt and then use one of these and then also divvy those up. And that's all. I just wanted to show you that shampoo products, really. Let me finish putting away this stuff. All right, so I don't know how we about to do this, okay? Because we're doing a lot. I have all of the stuff out here. It's already 11:10. Ideally, the food would already be cooking. Like, what kind of ribs you about to make that quick? So, what I said I was gonna do it today. So what I'm gonna do is preheat the oven. Preheat the oven. I pulled out old Betty. That's why you see the ladder back there. Old Betty, the crock pot. She's all cleaned up. And I'm gonna make the meatballs and get Betty started up. That's the first thing we're gonna do. All right, so let me get everything all opened up. This is for the meatballs. I unpackaged everything, got everything seasoned up. I'm just trying to show you as much as possible, but not really. You have to pay really close attention if you want to get like exactly the seasonings and stuff that I use. This is some gizzards for the cornbread dressing. Now, I know seafood cornbread dressing is a thing, but my husband doesn't eat seafood, so I didn't make seafood cornbread dressing, and I didn't add any extras into this, even though I did have a smoked turkey leg that I wish I would have thought to pull out the freezer, because I would have put that inside the cornbread dressing. It would have been nice. It was my first time making it, so I learned a few things that I didn't know last time. This is the meatballs, just balling them all up. I'm not really weighing them out or anything. It's all family stuff. Later on, after they're done cooking, I'm actually going to cut them in half. That way, it helps us a bit more with the portion size. You know, girl, somebody see big old meatballs, they don't stop taking it. If they're going to get 4, they still going to get 4 even if they're big. So I went ahead and cut in half to help us all out. Now, this was my first time making beef ribs, but they were not giving them away at the store. These were $35, $36, somewhere around there, and it was the last one. I bought this marinade, but I didn't realize that it was marinade, so I just went ahead, followed the steps on the marinade, which was put some vinegar, put some water, sit in the refrigerator for 15 minutes. I did that because, like I said, I didn't want to mess up no $35 nothing, okay? So while that's all sitting in the refrigerator and marinating, I'm going to go and do the other things, and one of those other things was these Toll House cookies. Just follow the instructions. It didn't tell me to grease the pan, but girl, I needed to use this pan for something else, so I needed it to be easy to wipe off. I just followed the instruction for the cornbread cornbread mix. I made it into cornbread dressing. Like I said, it was my first time making it, so I did learn a few things, and that was not to change the consistency too much once I take it out and then add the extra stuff in. I also did a cucumber salad. You could put onions in this and tomatoes, and I personally like it that way, but since I was trying to make it to fit everybody's palate, I just added a little of the power greens and the cucumbers mixed together with some ranch. I put a little oregano in there. Some dill would have been nice, but baby, I didn't have no dill, and they're not giving dill away at the store, so I just used what I have. And I did buy this ranch specifically for this recipe. So I don't know where in the black cookout I have been, but I did know that this was for. I actually almost threw it in the trash, and then I realized, hey, this looks like it fits on top of here. So here are the cookies. Like I said, they baked up really nicely, and they actually were very delicious. So even though I've never made these ribs before, I only made ribs one time, and they were not this big, and they weren't beef ribs. So even though I never made them before, I still kind of use the same, I guess, principle that you use with cooking meat of this cut. I braised it, so I use liquid when I put it in the oven, and then I realized that it is a lot of meat, so you want to season it really well, and I just kind of went with that, okay? I didn't do anything special. I just went with the fact that this was $35, and I wanted it to taste good. How do I make it taste good? Also bought 2 of the chicken broths back there, as you can see, and I decided to use it instead of water. So any instance I needed to use like extra water to add a little moisture to something else, maybe it needs to cook a little while longer, to add more flavor and not take away flavor, like not dilute the dish, I use the chicken broth. Here are the short ribs. This was so good, and again, I just used a different style of cooking. I wanted everything to be easy to clean up and stuff like that, but this one I wanted a different flavor on it, so I used like fish sauce. I did more of an Asian style on this, like an Asian style marinade, and then I just poured everything into the skillet. Ribs have, of course, quite some time left to cook. I actually want to make I want to make a mint kind of drink, kind of like mojito flavor, of course, without the alcohol, but I completely forgot to eat that stuff in the grocery store. So I'm just gonna mix up one of these drinks that I have, like some juice that I have with some sparkling water, make like a little spritzer, and that's gonna be that. They're gonna be pretty excited. I didn't tell my husband, no one knows that I'm cooking today. So, and just in case you're wondering, like the story that I told you earlier, it was literally during this time of the year. This is the time that I went to basic training. I would have actually been at basic training like during this time on that same, it's like 2 years ago. Wasn't that long ago. And the year after I came back, honestly, Thanksgiving wasn't that, I want to say it wasn't that good. I was just coming to the place where I realized like there's a lot of holidays that we made up and things like that. And a lot of people stay stuck in the holiday as opposed to dealing with the issue that makes you feel a certain way on the holiday. It's less about the holiday, less about all those people, and more about the issue that you won't deal with. So I am just grateful to be able to share this with you. I'm about to relax for the rest of the day. It's time to wrap this video up. This video is pretty long. I'm going to edit up this video, going to post it for you. I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your week. And if I don't see you next week, I hope you have an amazing time. Spend time with your family. Like I said, I know the kids are out of school and things like that. And just spend some time working on the real issues of life. This is my prayer for you. So as always, if you have a question, ask a question, and I'll see you in the next video.